Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of calculating tax. This is standard 7.13a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 38 off the 2016 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a refrigerator, and it costs $525.50. Of course, they're going to give us that 50 cents to make it a little bit more difficult. And there is a 6% sales tax rate. So what is the sales tax for the refrigerator in dollars and cents? Now, we're not looking for the cost, including the sales tax. We're simply looking at the sales tax. So what is sales tax? Well, sales tax is extra money that is put on top of a purchase price, and it is usually a combination of local city taxes, could be some state taxes, and then even a federal tax, kind of all put together. So that's why when you go to the dollar store, you buy something for $1, it costs $1.07 or $1.08. That's your sales tax. So here's our 6% sales tax rate. How do we find what 6% of $525.50 is? Well, what we could do is we could just turn this. Easiest way to do that is to realize that if we want to find the percentage of something, we multiply. So we do 6% of $525.50. Now, multiplying dollars and cents by percents is usually not something we do. But what we're trying to find is 6% of something. So we're wanting to maybe divide this into 100 pieces and then take 6 of those. And that's another way we could do that mentally if we really wanted to. But let's first just do probably the fastest way to do this is to turn this 6% into a decimal. So if we're turning a percent into a decimal, what you do is you take the decimal point. If there is no decimal point, it's always after the ones place, that's the ones place right there. Is the 6, and you move it twice to the left. Once, twice. Because remember, 100% equals 1. So 6% is a very small amount compared to 100%, right? And so 6/10 would not be correct because that would just move the decimal over once. You've got to move it over twice. You can't just put a decimal on the front of any percent and think it's the correct one. You have to move it over 2 times. So that's why our answer is 6/100. So don't just put a decimal at the front and say it's 6/10. So we need 0.06 of, that means times. So we're going to take that multiplication of 525.50. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the 0 at the end because we don't really need that. We can bring it back up at the end. And I'm going to drop the 0 right up here. So I'm just going to do 0.06. Now when we multiply, we don't necessarily need that 0 up at the front, and we don't need to line up the decimals. We're just going to multiply like normal, and I'm not even going to multiply this second row because it's just going to be a whole bunch of zeros. So really I'm just doing 525.5 times 6. Then I get to mess with all the decimals. So that's going to be 30. So another 30, add that 3, 33, 12, 15, 30, 31. Now I need to count my decimals. I've got 1, 2, 3 digits behind the decimal in my factors, so I need 1, 2, 3 digits behind the decimal in my product. So 31.530, we only have 2 digits here, so we can do 31.53. Now, another way to do that would be, say, the 6%, right, is we could take our 525.50, and we could have moved the decimal over 2 times there, and that would have been 1%, right? And then we could have just multiplied that times 6 to get your 6%. But either way, you're going to have to still bubble this in, so which means you're going to get that long, narrow column that's just the decimal point. You got 2 digits to the right, so we're going to do 53. And you got 4 digits to the left, so just make sure you bubble in your 31 and the 10s and the 1s, and you're good to go.